Okay. Gritty Bits News Network correspondent Brett Hawes reporting from Turbo House with the band Death As It Shook You, otherwise known as D.A.I.S.Y. First, we'll start with introductions. We have
Timothy, I play guitar.
I'm Mate, I also play guitar.
Jonathan, I play bass.
Michael, I play drums.
Amazing. And so the first question is, I guess for the band leader, who would we say is the band leader? Question mark.
No such thing.
We love it. And that's why we're going to ask everyone the question, how would you describe your music tonight? And you can just hold it and pass it around.
I think we're trying to mix a lot of different things. I think a lot of repetition and kind of hypnotic, drony grooves, but with a certain amount of like melodic movement to keep it interesting, I guess.
Yeah, I think it's somewhere between written out and composed and completely improvised. It's like somewhere in the middle. That's what I would add.
Well, like a lot has been said, but pretty much what they said, and also I like to think that we all come from different backgrounds, and we don't really we can't predict what's gonna happen when we write something. So it's like defined, but still open to whatever little bit of personality we add to it, and we see if it matches where we want to go.
Yeah, I think crushing repetition has always been the sort of like MO. And when we started this band, it was a lot of like talk about like these certain bands like we all like really dug, like a Godspeed or Swans, Do Make Say Think. But I think we take a lot from bands like that, but we also bring a lot of other things. But definitely that, a lot of repetition, a lot of like weird shit, and that's what we like to do.
Perfect. And a quick fire-off question is, favorite venue to play in Montreal?
Probably Turbo House. We play here all the time. We have a lot of friends that work here. Sergio, the owner, does so much for the community. They have a back line which saves on the amount of gear we need to bring. We definitely still bring an obnoxious amount of gear. But all things considered, I'd say this takes the cake.
Yeah, I agree. Sergio has a cute dog. Oh wait, no, not anymore. Never mind. Cut that.
What?
The RIP Dee. Rest in peace, Dee.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Right.
Because I was gonna say I like coming here because sometimes you get to pet Dee over
True.
there.
Shit. I didn't know Dee was not with us anymore.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Dee.
Freaking
Fuck.
yeah.
Holy shit. It's hard to tell honestly because like all venues have something. I'd say Sodarania honestly. But also, I kind of get tired of playing at the same place all the time, which is why I'm not going to say Turbo, because I've played here like 20 times here.
Good answer. Yeah, I mean, I'd say Kaz is my favorite venue. Historic place. Shout out Paulden. But yeah, Turbo's great. A lot of great venues in Montreal, but Kaz has always been my favorite.
Perfect. And so, a question for the only member who I believe is not from Montreal. What was it like to join a band coming from an outside place into Montreal when you first came in?
Oh, yeah, interesting question. Well, me and Timothy actually met in another band. We were in like a folk country, like much different music than this, much quieter. And then we found out that we both liked like other. We were talking about like other bands we liked, like Sumac, I think.
Yeah,
is
Sumac.
another one. That's another band that we all like, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was. I was really happy to be part of that, and to be part of D.A.I.S.Y soon after. It feels really nice to like just jump right in and be part of the music scene. Yeah, it's nice.
Amazing. And so, as somebody who takes part in helping book the shows and do all the shows and stuff like that, Michael, we were going to say, what's your favorite part about helping the scene in that way?
Well, I think like me, Timothy, Shane, who do Long Vowel, we were saying it when we started doing this sort of thing. When we started playing music, it was really hard, and it's like that for all musicians, trying to find shows, just trying to get on bills, that sort of thing. So it's just really rewarding to bring new bands out, get them cool shows, get really cool bands just like playing in front of an audience. And it's also great, like Sundowner, Body Trash, both phenomenal bands from out of town. it's great to like introduce Montrealers, people who are coming to our shows, to these new bands that are like really sick that they might not have heard otherwise. But yeah, it's just so great to like bring people together, like give bands some shows. Something we've always like, not to say there's a lack of that, because in Montreal there's a lot of great promoters, but it's always great to have more of that, more promoters, more venues, more opportunities to play cool shows, and that's what we were aiming to do with Long Vowel.
Different niches also.
Yeah, and I think that's true. Like, we do a lot of like heavy music. Like, I think Long Vowel books a lot of like heavier bands, shoegaze, math rock, noise rock, that sort of thing. But we also do bring a lot of like folky stuff, and it's cool to like get a lot of different sounds coming through like these shows that we book. It's very rewarding.
Hell yeah. And so for Tim, I have a question. What was it like to watch Daisy, Death As It Shook You, go from where it was at when I saw you at the Co-op show to now? As an emotional and spiritual experience, how was that?
It's been a really interesting, I guess it's been, what, a year and a half, 2 years since we started adding members. We started as a two-piece, just me and Michael, and
November 2023 was our first show with Joe.
okay, so nearly 2 years, pretty much 2 years since we've been more than a two-piece. And I think that was the plan from the very start. We always knew that we wanted to play with more people and have additional textures, and it gives so much more room for dynamics and being able to just do harmonies or interlocking parts and stuff like that. And a lot of the, say, like more math rock influence stuff, a lot of that gets a lot easier once you have other instruments and you can start doing these interesting polyrhythms and those kinds of things. It's also just been really interesting that everyone has kind of alluded to it, but there's so many different influences of everyone that's joined the band, and all like the past members and the current people we play with. They all bring something really, really unique, and I think the band's always aim to be open-ended enough that everyone can bring that to the table. So when I met May playing slide guitar in a country band, it wasn't like, oh, well, you're good at that, so we can have you do this other thing with this band. It's like, no, I want you to do that. Play slide guitar with, the kind of country, Americana, folky influence with this band, because that would be interesting. And Joe also brings such an interesting perspective to his bass lines and how he thinks the bass should fit into the band. And I think we're really, really lucky that everyone that's played with us is a really, really strong musician. And so that freedom that everybody has, everyone's able to really capitalize on that and add like so many interesting qualities to the band. And it's also been really interesting seeing how sort of the ethos of the band has evolved with the people that have been in it, since it's so much, the sum of its parts, and it's not like we have a piece of paper with our values and this is what we're going to do. It's really like every time we show up to practice and we start jamming, we're just like open to whatever's going to come out. So keeping hold of like a certain core principles and all the things that we share that we've already spoken about, but also getting into new territory. It's been like really, really interesting and super rewarding. And I think more so than a lot of other bands that maybe are, like genre bands, like this is the kind of music we play. As much as maybe there is a sort of umbrella you could put us in, I think like when you actually look at all the different kinds of songs, a lot of them sound really, really different. And that's just a testament to what everyone is able to bring and how open we are for everyone to pull things in whatever direction they're feeling.
I love that. And so, quick two last questions. One, steam or toasty? Steamy or toasty?
Toasty, 100%.
Toasty.
Toasty, hell yeah.
4 for 4, baby.
We got Team Toasty. That's a first in Gritty Bits history. Second question, favorite Metro line?
I'm an Orange line man myself.
Orange, yeah.
Yeah, Orange too.
Unfortunately, we're going 4 for 4 again. I guess.
Holy shit!
We share one brain.
We have a band that agrees for once.
Shout out Beaubien Metro, baby.
Yeah, shut up, Beaubien Metro. Actually, though, that place is nice. That's where I get off too. And so I think that ties it up for tonight. Thank you, Death As It Shook You. Again, we have Gritty Bits signing off. Goodbye.
Thank you, Gritty Bits.
Boom.
Okay. Yeah.